Yeah. Well,
Okay,
no,
that's good.
restoration company will do it.
Whoops.
Well, they
You better
don't.
move that. Come on, move it back. Move it back here.
Okay. We step on the other side.
That's where you've got to put that tripod.
Hey, Lisa, how's it going? Sit wherever you want to, Lisa.
That's the only place you can put it and keep it out of the way.
Get a chip. You're going all
You're
the way.
good.
You can sit wherever you want to.
Very done. That's all right.
Those are for Tammy.
I don't know if you want to sit back with it.
What's that?
Someone's.
Yeah, as far as I know, I talked to her earlier.
You can have them.
And that call you.
So I got to look at my glasses on. I can't see nothing.
Peggy, do you want Jana's cherry?
Oh, okay.
Oh, jokes.
I think those are somebody's.
I think those are somebody's.
Somebody's got those already.
Okay, I'll stand up.
You're fine.
Would you hand me that brown folder, please, Tammy?
Oh. No, these
They're
are
bringing
ours.
some more of
These
those.
are ours.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm glad you came along. You can do some of her grunt work. I don't have to.
I'm retired.
I'm just tired.
I'll sit and I usually don't bite. Okay, I have been. So. There you go.
You're still living. Yeah.
I'll take my teeth out and it hurts so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, looks like it's pretty close to 5:30, so I'm going to call the regular meeting of the Columbia Health District Board of Directors to order. First thing on the agenda is Chair's report. First thing I'd like to report is that Board Member Laura Tomenka has resigned and sent in a letter of resignation, which I've handed out to you. And so that was effective in January. So she,
Wait a minute. The fourth one is on her way.
Oh, okay.
Effective January 1st.
January 1st. Hey, Diane. Hey, no problemo. Have a seat where you can find one. And Diane, first item of business is Laura turned in her resignation letter.
Yes.
So it's the first meeting since she's turned it in. It's effective in January. So,
Okay.
so that presupposes we'll be looking for a replacement board member. So we'll talk about that. See, other things, I'd just like to thank all the staff that went to the Chief Painter's Memorial. That was really well done, and really appreciate that. A sad moment in Columbia County's history, that's for sure. See, the website's been updated. There's some additional information on that. I think you probably have all looked at that recently, and there's information on the petition that we'll be talking about here later. And the audits, 2 audits have been updated on there, so that's good. So I'd also like to mention that we have the SDAO conference coming up in February. I think the dates are 10th, 11th, 12th.
There should be some in Eugene.
Thereabouts, in Eugene, right. So we will be, I'll be down there for sure.
We can send an email, and check to see
Yeah.
who's going to go, so we can
Good.
register everything.
Okay, good. Good. I don't know about the getting rooms thing. That's challenging down there.
Oh, did you get
So that's coming up.
Do you want one?
I think that's all I've got. Board members' reports. Gary? No report. No report. Okay, Lisa? No report. Diane?
I'll take all the time. So I think that we're at a point where we have the administrator's evaluation document final. I'd just like to hand it out and have everybody take one last look.
We do, there's a
Oh,
little
do
bit,
you?
but that's
Oh,
fine.
sorry.
Why don't you go ahead and hand it out? and
Okay,
then
well,
we'll
I'll
have
hand
it.
out everything, and then that way you can kind of peruse through it. Because it's a lot, so we may.
Okay, good. We'll consider that when we get down to CHD business. Anything else, Dan?
No,
That's it?
this is everything that I have here.
Good. Okay, changes to the agenda. I would propose we move Kirk Peterson's piece, item 9A and B, up to just after approval of minutes, so that Kirk can hit the road a little earlier, maybe to beat the fog. Any other changes to the agenda? Okay, hearing none, we'll just go with that. And, oh, that.
More stuff, okay.
More there, I felled a lot of trees
Let's see.
today.
Oh, that's the employment agreement.
I gave him
Okay.
one.
Evaluation stuff. Okay, talk about that. Okay, see, we're down to public comment. We do have some public here tonight, and I'd just like to have, if everybody would just kind of politely take, a short period of time.
Sure.
Because we'd like to move ahead in our agenda.
Can I go first?
Surely. Just state your name and where you're from.
My name is Stuart Foreman, and I live in St. Helens, Oregon. And I've been watching this thing and reading a lot about it. I'm kind of interested in it. It's been kind of a learning experience for me. And, I was reading the Spotlight that came out yesterday, and it quotes are you Mr. Tappan?
Yes.
Yeah, it quotes Tappan said, he added that the district has halted all work on the hospital project, including most hospital-related spending. The health district continues to pay the full or partial salaries of a number of employees who are affiliated with the hospital project, however. And I'm trying to figure out what that mean. What does that mean? Can you elaborate on it? Does that mean that we're still paying people?
Yeah, we still have a few because we have still some wrap-up things that accrue to the hospital project.
Well, I've read that, we're trying to, you guys are thinking about selling the property.
Sure, that's one of the items.
Just, all the vendors have been paid.
Yep.
I'm in the construction industry myself, so I
Yep.
don't know how things work. And
Yep.
I'm wondering, how we're paying a couple of employees salaries. It sounds like it's wrapped up. It's a done deal. It's over.
No, we still have the property to sell. We still have,
Right.
some contractual things that have yet to be wrapped up. We've got this whole ballot measure, which is all about the hospital, in my opinion.
Right,
So we do have some things.
Well, I've been working on the light rail system downtown Portland, and we've got a $33 million project. It only requires 2 people in the office, 3 people. And I'm trying to figure out, selling a piece of property is probably gonna sit there for a while anyways. That dog don't hunt, okay? I don't think that you can justify paying a couple people's salary. Maybe one person for, on the hourly rate for the work they do,
What do we
something
got?
like that.
What do we got it down to now, Karen? We've pared it down to,
A portion of Delia's time when she does stuff
to the
on
budget.
on
She's the
project
financial person.
is paid by the project. A portion of my time when I'm dealing with issues connected with legal stuff or property or whatever is paid for by hospital time. All the community relations portion, trying to make sure everybody knows what's going on and updating the website. So it's not even a whole person.
sounds like it's less than 1 FTE at this point.
Oh, okay.
So we've tried to pare it down.
Right, so like,
But we do have things to do.
when this thing's all said and done, it'll be public record on
Yep,
who
absolutely.
got paid what,
Yep.
for how long.
Absolutely.
So we all know that.
Yep.
I think it's important that you folks know that.
Yep,
'cause,
absolutely. Everything we do is,
Yeah,
it's not a client attorney privileged
Thank you.
document. Next. Fred, you just walked in?
Fred Burnett, Scappoose. It seems to me like you people have been elected to represent the taxpayers and the residents of the health district. I don't think you've done a very good job of representing us. As long as there's some money in this cash cow that you have, it seems to me that you're looking for ways to spend it. As far as I'm concerned, you've frittered away over $400,000 on property that you shouldn't have done it. $500,000 on attorney's fees and consultants, never even went to court. They're not dummies either. They can see this cash cow and milk it for all it's worth. I realize that what was voted on, it was over 70% voted yes, which a lot of them thought they voted no because they didn't want to have that 38 cents on our tax statements. So I would think it'd be safe to say there was 4 out of 5 people voted against that 38 cents. Now I realize that getting the money back ever since it was collected, pretty tough nut to crack. I think we all realize that. I know to get my share, I'm not going down to the property with a shovel and a pickup and shovel some dirt in to get my share back. But the crux of the whole thing was to get rid of that 38 cents. Now, that 38 cents was to go to a hospital. Well, you have voted to drop the hospital, but you haven't voted
Stand by.
to drop the
Stand by, later in the
38 cents.
agenda.
Pardon?
Later in the agenda. Stand by.
I'll see what happens.
Sound good, Fred? Tammy?
Yeah, I want to make a couple comments. I have a real problem with a lot of the information that this hospital board is putting out to the public in the paper. In fact, it's not only just misleading, it's blatant lies as far as I'm concerned. The comments that if there's a new hospital board elected, that there will be no more public health. The people that's putting that information out knows better than that, because public health is state mandated. You know it, I know it, and most people know it. So to put out that information to the public to think, so that they don't want to vote for someone because I think they're going to take public health away, I think that's a grave injustice, and I don't know if it's your ego, your arrogance, or just plain ignorance on your part as a board to do that. And I take insult to it. I'm insulted, and I think a lot of the taxpayers are insulted by it. And now, another comment I want to make, and do you have a response for that response?
No.
Are you denying that there's been false information put out by this hospital board?
Absolutely. First of all, we're not a hospital board,
Health
Tammy.
health board.
If you paid attention to what is being put out, we're not a hospital board. We're a health district.
Health district, fine.
Yeah,
okay,
so
okay.
your information is just
Then thank you for
wrong.
correcting me on that, but
And we're not lying either. We're doing everything that we're supposed to do in accordance with.
are you saying that when your spokesperson puts out in the newspapers that if there's a new health board elected, public health will go away?
We can't control what the newspapers print. know,
You can control what your media person that gives the information to the papers, you can control that. So are you acknowledging that or not?
There'll be public health services, but they probably won't be local. I have it on good information that Commissioner Fisher in the past week has been looking into having Washington County supply our public health services. So we'll have public health services, Tammy.
Yes, you
They
will.
They may well be coming out of Hillsborough or out of Portland.
But that doesn't mean, Mr. Heidi, that if a new board is elected, that public health will go away.